Hi everyone, Pete Brunskill here, vet from GVP, General Vet Products. Today I'm going to show you our sting-free adhesive removal from Trio. This is a silicone-based product that you can put onto any animal to actually remove adhesive bandages with no trauma, no pain, and no stress whatsoever. Our patients love this product. All our clients that use this swear by it and don't use anything else, such as alcohol or Zoff or other products that are in the market. It's a silicone-based product, so that means it's inert. It doesn't actually cause any problems with wound healing, so you can spray it onto an open wound, a granulating wound, an epithelializing wound, and it's not going to interfere with that wound healing whatsoever. Furthermore, you can actually reapply your bandage immediately after you've used this product because there's no residue that's actually left behind. You'll have nice, dry, clean skin to reapply a bandage as soon as you've actually taken your old one off. So I'm going to take some Askenoplast here, some bronze Askenoplast of 5 centimeter length, and apply it to my arm. This is my test arm, which you can see is just as hairy as my other side. Shows you the benefits of the product. Doesn't actually remove hair, doesn't stick. So I'm just going to apply a small amount here. So Askenoplast is one of the stickiest in the market. Push that firmly into place. You don't need to shake it. The product is just inside a little bag, inside of the actual can. So apply it to the area. Depending on the climatic conditions, it'll take anywhere from about 10 to 30 seconds for that to actually bond with the adhesive that's on the actual backing of the bandage and actually be ready to peel off. So you can see there already the bandage actually starting to peel off as the adhesive has actually come unstuck from my actual arm. So now we're probably about 20 seconds in, and I'm just going to take that off. You can see how easily that just peeled off. Hair's all still intact, no residue, it's clean, it's dry. So now I can actually reapply my bandage again after you've done your wound cleaning or whatever it is you need to do, and you'll find that this actually adheres just as well as that initial bandage that I put in place. So it's Trio's sting-free adhesive remover. It comes in a 200ml bottle, is what most of our clients use. There's a little 50ml tester there. Some people like to give that to their clients if their clients are bandaging it at home. Further, there is a sting-free barrier spray here as well. So that's if you've got particularly sensitive skinned animals. Before you apply an adhesive bandage, you spray that on the actual skin, and you'll find that that actually stops adhesive getting to the skin and causing that nasty inflammatory reaction that we see in some of our patients. Unfortunately, it's one of those things you need to know that your patient's going to react to adhesive before you apply it. But if you're putting a bandage on a lot of skin, such as after a orthopedic surgery, such as a knee, then that's well worth applying. So there you have it. It's a really popular product. It comes in at about $40, $45 plus GST. And it lasts, one can will get you through ample bandage removals as well. Once you start using this, you'll never go back to using any other form of removing bandages. So any questions, give us a buzz on 02 4229 1700, or you can email us at sales@generalvetproducts.com.au. Okay, thanks and bye. Pete Brunskill here, vet from GVP, General Vet Products, here to show you our collapsible patient stretcher trolley. It's been about 3 years in the design, the making, lots of prototypes, and we believe we've nailed the product. So we've all had those fold up, roll up, green, horrible stretchers hiding behind one of our treatment room doors, or the big heavy scissor lift trolleys that it's a nightmare to move around. So we've dreamt up the crossbred of these. It's a very lightweight product. It can take up to 150 kilos, yet it weighs 6 kilos. It's fully aluminium powder coated, and it'll take pretty much any patient that you've got in your small animal veterinary hospitals. So I'm just going to show you some of the features of the product. Number one is it's absolutely versatile function as a mobile trolley. So it can spin on the spot. So if you've got a tight practice, then you're going to be able to get around those tight corners from your consult into your treatment area and then to surgery or x-ray, wherever you need to go. We've got good sized wheels on here, so it's great for taking patients that can't actually walk, that maybe they've got a tick, snake bite, collapse with arthritis, from the car park into the vet hospital as well. So coming to the actual stretcher top itself, so you can actually remove this. So that just comes off all by itself. So then once you're in the actual hospital, you can use that to actually move your patient from the consult room into treatment, or from treatment into surgery, whatever it is that you need to do. Now, if you see around on the side here, we've got three clips. These all attach to a nylon mesh, which actually goes over your patient to actually help restrain your patient. We designed this with a view to one person being able to handle or maneuver their actual patient, so no need for anybody else. So that's why we've got the restraints at either end. We've got a flap that can come down. This is for your bigger dogs, and that actually tapes underneath with Velcro under there, further restraining the back end of your patient, or the head end if that's what you require. We've got 4 stainless steel lockable casters, so if you do happen to do house visits, you're on a steep slope, something like that, you can actually lock your patient into place rather than watch your patient fly down the driveway. Now, I just want to show you further, when we actually take this off, so if you've got a larger animal on here, you're going to carry that with 2 people. On the side here, we've actually got a lever which is connected into a locking system. So for easy storage, depress the lever and then that locks into place, so you can store that in a confined area. Or further, if you can transport it in the home visit vehicle, it's also useful. You can also lower it all the way down to floor level like that, once again for storage or for easily transport. Just holding the lever and elevate it back into position, and that locks into place. We've found a lot of clinics actually love the product as well for euthanasias. Instead of having to take the animal back to the car if the owner's deciding to bury it at home, you can take the patient back onto the back on the trolley out to their car, rather than having them in the towel or in the blanket slung around with the head flopping all over the place. It's much more kinder, a nicer aesthetic for the actual client and for your staff. So there it is. It's the collapsible patient trolley. It's really well priced, and call the business 024229 1700 for any further information and any special pricing. Hi, Pete, Brunskill Vet from GVP General Vet Products. Here today we're going to demonstrate our VTOP operating table. So I'm quite tall, I'm 6'4", so we've designed this table for tall people as well as short people. So at the moment you can see I'm actually dropping the table. It operates on a Linux column, which is used a lot all around the world for these sorts of systems where you want variable height. So I've just used our waterproof pedal here, which is very smooth, very quiet, foot control. It works brilliantly. You can hear, if I just be quiet for a minute, it's only a very low key buzz. It's very smooth, and it goes a long way down to about 60 centimetres up to about 104. So when I was operating, I could quite comfortably, say I was doing an after hours of cesarean, do my initial incision, have it up at the height that I want, and then I could drop it down as low as I like to get right over the top, exteriorize the uterus, and then lift it back up to do what I needed to do. These days we're very conscious about people's backs and work health and safety, so this table caters for a lot of those issues around, making sure that we're using our back well, the right position, turning on your core. You can get quite close to your patient because of the V-top arrangement that we've actually got. I'm just going to go through that with you here now. So traditionally we'll do most of our midline abdominal surgery with the animal in a cradle or in a V-top table like this. Now if I wanted to actually make this into a flat top, we've just got two levers on either side here. You can now drop that down to that position, lock the table in place. There's one on both sides. It's very easy to use. So now you've got a flat table. In the middle of this table, we've actually got a drainage tray. So if you're doing lavage or abdomen or extensive wounds, then you can actually have all your fluid into an easy collection tray. It's easily removed for cleaning. At this end, there's a plastic receptacle to actually collect all the fluid rather than it going all over the floor. So that just comes out quite easily before emptying out. So the top of this table is stainless steel. As I said, it's got the Linux Danish designed column lifter and a powder coated base with stainless steel locking casters. So the table's very mobile. It also comes with an IV pole that's adjustable for height. Also, it is actually tiltable. So I know when I used to do a lot of surgery, if you're doing a lot of perineal surgery, butt surgery, eye surgery, it was nice to be able to sit down and have that surgery point in your face. So you quite easily tilt the table and sit down at this end here and get quite close to the action. Obviously in that situation, you wouldn't have the IV pole in place. We have adjustable ratchet straps all around, so for your different size patients. There's 4 of those, 2 on each side. As well, the table configuration, it's 58 centimetres wide and 145 centimetres long. It'll take capacity of 150 kilos as well. So that's our V-top operating table from General Vet Products. Any more information, pricing and the like, just let us know at General Vet Products. Thank you. Hey everyone, Pete, vet from GVP, General Vet Products. Just want to show you our stainless steel instrument trolley. This is our most comprehensive one. We've got a whole range of these things. These come with and without top rails. That's handy if you've got kits, you've got anaesthetic machines, you've got monitors, those sorts of things that you want to give a little bit more of a boundary to stop things falling off. All our stainless steel products are made from 3 or 4 stainless steel. They're quality control tested to make sure that we've got the best spec of stainless steel. Stainless steel is quite soft, so you need to make sure you've got the right specs of the metals that go into making it up to make sure you've got a product that lasts for a long time. And I like to think that any of the stainless steel products that you're buying, whether it's our cages, our operating tables, our stainless steel trolleys, our dental tubs, these are an asset to your business. So when we retire, you sell your business, you should have something that's still lasting, still looks good, and it's something that's worth as much as what you paid for it in the first place. So this one here, this has got four drawers of stainless steel, nice smooth rollers. It's got soft closing function there as well. All our tables or trolleys, come with 4 lockable casters. there is some really cheap, thin, flat pack stainless steel products out there on the market at the moment. I'm telling you now, those things will not last. You'll get them out of the pack and you go, why did we waste our money? So our trolleys come in they're all 450 deep. This one's 500 wide, and then 900 wide, with and without drawers. The trolleys that don't have drawers also come with another tray down below as well. So there's a big selection of instrument trolleys. They're really well made, and they'll give you lots of years of good service. Hey Pete, the vet from GVP, General Vet Products here. Today I just want to talk to you a little bit about our generic suture range, which is TGA or human approved. So this is the equivalent of your big companies like Johnson & Johnson, Braun, where we're selling Monison, Bison, Monoplus, all these sorts of sutures, and we sell all of those, but we also sell a very good range, as I say, of TGA human approved suture, which is from the Merrill range. Now Merrill produce a whole host of human products such as heart valves, heart stents, total hips, total knees. So this company has the need to produce things at the highest quality. They understand quality control and what it means to be at the top of the human medical surgical performance region. So what we have here in the range is a short-acting monofilament, which is called Filapron. There's a longer-acting monofilament called Filaxin, and here we have a braided medium-action suture called Mitsu. So these are all color-coded, which are international colors used, such as Salmon Pink is always your short-acting monofilaments. Monison is a common one. Your silvery grey is always a PDS. Monoplus like material, or Monoplus, so that's a longer acting monofilament. Your grapey purple is always a braided suture. Vicryl is the most commonly known one. When you have a braided suture with a line through it, might be red, in this case it's green, that's going to be a rapidly absorbing suture. It's treated a little bit different to the main braided suture to make it break down more quickly. And then green is typically a nylon, and then blue is a polypropylene. So that's just on the packaging, so you basically know what you've got when you're actually just looking at the shelf very quickly. Now I just want to open one of the foils here just to demonstrate some of the properties of the Merrill suture range. Before I do that, let me tell you about the needles. So the needle is the most important part of the suture. It's the bit that costs the most. You can go from a 45 centimeter length of suture to 75 centimeter length, and it's not going to change the price of that suture material that significantly. It might be 10 cents. Whereas it's the needle itself and the quality of that needle, what it's made from, that can vary significantly and will change the price, maybe up to $1 per foil. So the Merrill range uses 400 series stainless steel, which is a harder, more brittle type of stainless steel. A lot of suture companies use 300 series stainless steel, which is very soft, and that's why you might be getting frustrated with needles bending, breaking, not staying sharp for the whole length of the use of the actual suture material. So we only use 400 series stainless steel. Your needles are going to stay sharp the whole length of the suture. And all our suture is minimum length of 75 centimeters. Even when you get up to 5.0 and 6.0, it's still 75 centimeter length. We don't do any 45 centimeter length. I know as a vet owner, how frustrating it is when you need to open up one more pack of suture just to do one more suture and one more knot. So that certainly keeps a lid on your costs. So our needles in here are Japanese stainless steel. Japanese stainless steel is renowned for holding an edge. and maintaining a sharp point, sharp blades. So I've just opened some of our Philaxon here from the 4 package. So you'll notice it's got an oval shape. This little section here, you've got a little tab. You can see as I push from behind here, it actually elevates the needle. So that's to allow engagement of your needle holders to make it easier to actually pull the needle out rather than it remaining flat in your oval tray. The tray also has a feature called less memory tray, so that hence the oval shape. So when you pull this suture out, it doesn't have an excessive amount of memory. A lot of suture, when you pull it out from the actual packet, it'll gather up into tight little curves, which actually makes it really annoying for knot tying because you constantly got it gathering up in your wound just where you're trying to actually tie a knot. So that's our Merrill suture range. It's exceptionally well priced. It's as good, if not better, than some of the bigger companies that are out there. And we have some great deals for people for our suture range as well. Not just our Merrill range, but other suture material as well. So I encourage you to ring us if you're not using this already to get some free samples. We send out boxes of samples for people to actually use. And I can guarantee that you'll be impressed by the needles. And once you use this, you won't bother going back to anyone else. Okay, thanks. Hope to see you soon. Pete, the vet from GVP, General Vet Products. We sell a lot of microchips. We sell tens of thousands of microchips over the last few years through COVID, obviously, with all the puppies. That's certainly slowed down, but I still wanted to show you a little bit about our microchips. Just opening one up here. This is called a mini microchip. It comes with six barcodes. The microchip itself is 1.2 millimeters in diameter and 8 millimeters long, so it's tiny. All our microchips, applicators have a little red stopper on them, which is really useful if you actually got a litter of pups as well, because you know which microchips you've used and which you haven't. So you need to take that off to be able to depress your plunger in the actual microchip. So we're going to use this one here in a tick to microchip Margarita here, but I also want to show you our most popular scanner as well. It's about $128. This has been brilliant. We wanted a scanner that you never had to load the batteries, you didn't have a compartment that you had to open up, put fresh batteries in. Once this is charged, good for 5,000 scans. And it's one of those things that you just need all the time. So we've made sure we've got it cheap enough so you can have one in each consult room, one at reception, one in the home visit bag. If it falls in the bin, it's not a big drama, unlike some of the other microchip scanners that people have sold in the past at $300-400 and even more. So one of the good things about this scanner is it has quite a big aerial, so it's very easy to scan. Just press the button on the side, you hear it beep, and we're about 3 or 4 centimeters away from the actual microchip, and that picks that up. The other good thing is this scanner, it fits nicely in the palm of your hand. I've got fairly big hands, but you can still see there's plenty of room to hide this. So if you're seeing those stray animals, the scaredy cat animals, it's very easy to actually just turn it on and then go down and play with them, interact like you would normally, rather than those large, big, confronting scanners that you're waving around over animals they get quite anxious about. So okay, let's go ahead and microchip Margarita. So obviously do your normal scanning that you would do. Nothing. And over here, there's our microchip number on there. So we've got our 6 barcodes. Right, very sharp needle, pinch the skin. Margarita, now vaccinated. Not vaccinated, sorry, microchipped. Yeah, so that's our little microchip scanner. Call us about that. It's on the website, really well priced, and everyone thinks that's really good value. Our microchips are exceptionally priced. No one will beat us on the pricing of our microchips. For those that are in states other than New South Wales, we do CAR and AAR registration. Most people are doing that online these days, but you can still do paper registration. Online is much easier. So if you're not using our microchips or our scanner, you should inquire, have a look on the website and check out our pricing. So we won't be beaten on price, and we sell tens of thousands of these microchips and hundreds of these little scanners every year. Okay, thanks. And bye. Hey Pete, Vet from GVP, General Vet Products. Just want to show you a few features of our best-selling veterinary hospital cages. Stainless steel, made of 304 stainless steel. I like everyone to think of these as an asset to your business. So when you go to sell your business, move on, hand on the reins, these are worth just as much as the day you bought them. There's a lot of products out there that, you know, given 3, 4, 5 years of use, are starting to look pretty tired. Our products are made such that they will last for years and years and years. We've got a couple of innovative things actually happening with them as well. I'll get to that in a little bit. First of all, I just want to show you some of the basic features of it. We have a double closing point, which is just for maximum security of your animals. Staffies in particular are notorious wanting to get out of cages, get their paws caught. So it does lock at the top and the bottom of the cages with a spring-loaded door closer. We have single cages. We also have dividable cages. Once upon a time we used to use stainless steel divider, but that was noisy and just created a lot of extra anxiety for animals with the reverberation of that. So we've gone to a high density polyethylene divider, which just locks into place. It's got a little lock down the bottom here, and you pull that out. And so this actually absorbs a lot of noise. It pulls out, it's easy to clean. If you want, you know, 2 cats in this cage, this is actually a double cat cage, a different size that we've just created. Or you can have that for 2 individual cats or small dogs. This just has a channel in the top to actually guide you to put that back, and some guides up the back to put that back into place. And that locks into place in the bottom here. All our cages have a crimping system in the bottom. This is to help or to reduce noise from animals moving around. When you've got sheets of steel, these typically vibrate quite a lot. They move around, you know, as the animal is moving around in there. The crimping system in the top and the bottom of the cages helps to alleviate that. Furthermore, it allows fluid, instead of draining out through the front, will pull in the actual cage itself. Cage size here, that'll retain at least half a litre of fluid in there. Just close it up here. I'd now like to just show you one of our new features, which is really impressive. This is based on very fast trains in particularly in Asia and in Europe. So we've got some material on here that actually reduces noise, vibration and dampening. So we've got a cage here that has no noise dampening on it down the bottom, and one that's got noise dampening on the side here and the top and the bottom. So it actually has noise dampening on 5 sides. It's only the front that doesn't. The cage below has no noise dampening on it whatsoever. So the noise and the vibration, the echo that you get with animals, especially when they're recovering from anaesthesia, is quite a stressful thing for an animal to have to go through. So if we can smooth those recoveries and make it as stress-free as possible while the patients are in the hospital, that's a great thing. So this is the noise that this cage makes when I just tap it lightly from the inside. So we're all used to that noise. Now I'm going to tap this top cage with the noise dampening material on it. So I'm using the same force to actually tap the sides there. Here, this is tapping the bottom of the cage. So significant difference. Even during the testing phase, we knew it was going to be a good product, but when we actually did finally apply it to our final products, we're absolutely stoked with the outcome. And all our clients that are currently using it are loving this product. This now comes with all our cages as standard. We don't charge any more for it. We've absorbed the cost of that, but all our cages will have that ongoing. We've got lots of different cage bank sizes. You can have them on casters. This cage bank over here is on casters, or they can be built in. So just on the base without the casters. They range in size from 1.2 metres wide, the cage banks, through to 9 foot, which is about 3 metres or so. But there's a whole host of configurations, about 35 different configurations that you can have. And if you've got something else that you desire, the way you want them made up, then we can also do that for you. We have 2 warehouses that are totally full of stock, plenty of cages. So for quotes and any further information, give us a call at GVP, General Vet Products. Thank you. Hi everyone, Pete from GVP, General Vet Products. Just want to show you a range of supercut scissors. Supercut scissors are a little known equipment that we've got. They're just not widely known in the market. Certainly in all my years of vetting, I never knew about them until I started doing this. So whenever you see black handled scissors, they're going to be supercut. The configuration of the blades are different with supercut scissors. So one edge is a sharp guillotine blade as normal, but the other blade has a serrated edge. So what happens is that serrated edge actually grips the tissue, so you use that as your underside blade, and then you got the top side guillotine blade. So those serrations, and we'll show you those in a tick as a close up, those serrations really do grip the tissue. These scissors are very sharp all the way to the tip, so they're great for nibbling around tumours and tissues where you want to be very delicate. And where you point these things, it's exactly where they go. They don't need sharpening as long as you treat them well. This range, our Sana range, is all made from Japanese stainless steel, which is really good at holding a blade, the sharpness of that blade, for a long time. And once you use these scissors, you won't want to use any other scissors. They're really well priced. We also sell some German stainless steel scissors in the hip range, but we've manufactured these so they're as good a quality, but about a third of the price as well. So shortly we'll show you a close-up of the serration so you can see exactly what we're talking about with these scissors. Show you our Mistral Air patient warmer today. This is a brilliant product. It goes out the door in winter and in summer. That's all about keeping our patients warm, especially around surgery time and anaesthetic time, but not just that time, but also for our critically ill patients. It's really easy to use. We sell a package that comes with the machine and 3 patient blankets a small, a medium and a large. 3 is to hook up. Inside of our patient warming blanket, there's a bottom side which actually has a lining in it to help push air through the little pores in the actual fabric in the top. So you'll see that working as I turn it on. When we turn this on, it'll always come up. Default setting is 38 degrees. You've got 4 settings here, temperature-wise, 43, 38, and 32. And the bottom one there is just the ambient air temperature. So once you actually started it up, it takes 10-20 seconds or so just to fire up and start filling up your patient warming blanket here. Now these temperatures are the air that is going to be within the actual blanket itself. So if you've got quite a cool patient, you're probably going to want to keep it at the higher of those, the 43 degree mark, until you start getting their core body temperature back to where you want it to be. This is Marguerite, who's our demonstrator dog. She's fairly light, so most patients, though, that are more dense, you'll see they'll actually sag down into the blanket more. So it's not necessarily an airbed as such, but what you're trying to do is create like a microclimate of warm air around the actual patient. So they'll actually sink down into the middle of this a little bit more, because you'll have this little area of hot air, zone of hot air, just maintained all around the dog, around the patient to keep them, try and keep them warm. A really nice little unit. I just want to show you a couple of features of it. It's very light. On the back here, you can see you've got a clamp here that you can take that off and attach that to your IV pole stand, so you give that more mobility. So where you've got your IV pump, for instance, you can put that on there. You've got a number of alarms over here just telling you what to do regarding temperature, service intervals, and change filter. And you've got another one over here which just deactivates the alarm noise. Really simple to use. All you're doing is up and down to change the actual setting for the temperature that you're after. It flashes while it's still building to that temperature. Once it gets to that temperature, you'll see a steady LED green on here. So really useful piece of kit. We do sell cage connectors as well, which allows you to attach this section here onto the actual cage, and then have this blanket attached within the cage to the connector, so you can have the door completely shut. So you can maintain that heating ability post-surgery, or if you've got critically care medical cases as well. Right, so it's the Mistral Air Patient Warmer, and it is a really good product, and plenty of people will swear by this. Okay, thanks and bye.